Everybody get in here. Come on in here. Hit the like button for us and share for us. What's going on? Good morning, man. Woody, what's going on, bro? Come on, come on. Dennis, what's up? Mike, what's up? Y'all come on in here. Hit the like button for us and share for us. What's going on, man? Get on off in here. What's good, man? What y'all looking at is like one of the greatest youthful. Let's look. Hey, right there, right there. That's Earl Little's dream right there. Remember I always talk about how small he was? Well, there's Earl Little right there. Let's see. That's Freezy Prince, the manager of Flow Rider. This is Snoop Dogg team versus the Fort Lauderdale Hurricane team. One of the greatest youth football teams I ever saw. And right there, that's Earl Little. That's Earl Little Jr. right there. And I always talk about his size and how small he was and how fast he grew. That's him throwing the ball. And quick Nick Vadiato, U School. Brandon Inniss quarterback, U School quarterback, graduates this year. I think he had to Middle Tennessee. Earl Little was smaller than him. Look how small Earl was. But yeah, I think they beat Snoop Dogg team 70-0. Snoop Dogg came over here, brought a team, brought the Netflix over here. A team with Amari Daniels, Jada McBurrow, Jacoby Spells, just name after name after name. That's Earl Little right there. But yeah, man, we're going to get in here, man. We're going to get into some post-practice press conferences, and then we're going to talk about some things. Some top running backs in South Florida. Make sure you hit the like button and share for us. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button for us and share for us. That's Amari Daniels right there, number 5. He said they should have never came. Watching on Twitter Quest, what's going on with Mac B? What's up, bro? How old is this video? That's a pick 6 by Jada McBurrow right there. Jada McBurrow headed to Michigan. This video, 2016. It don't seem that long ago though, bro. I guess it was, huh? Yeah, so Snoop Dogg brought his team Panama Steelers. The Steelers, he brought them over here. He took them all around the nation that year and shot like a Netflix special. Yeah, that's the team that smacked Snoop team. That is Snoop team. The black team is Snoop team with the money uniforms on. 47 zip. It was ugly, man. It was ugly. Ain't no way around it. But Snoop, Chili is taking pictures and game ain't even know yet. But Snoop was a good sport about it, bro. This is halftime. 47 zip at halftime. I think this was Ely Band. And there's Snoop Dogg. I mean, they had Vincent Davis. I mean, the Hurricanes had everybody. The Hurricanes had everybody. Number three, I think number three was different. That's Vincent Davis right there. Marvin, what's going on, bro? Pound for pound, we would never know that team versus the Wolfpack. Um, I tell people that, man. I tell people that Tutu Atwell, Pop Warner Wolfpack team could have played with anybody. Weight, it didn't matter. I tell people that all the time. Definitely one of the greatest teams I ever saw. That Fort Lauderdale Hurricane team was kind of brought together by FBU. It was an all-star team, and then a lot of them just stayed together and played together, and then it got ugly. Yeah, it was different leagues. I mean, the Liberty City team would have been a lot smaller than everybody else. Um, but they were tough though, bro, and they were well coached. And Tutu was so smart. They could have went out there and played. They could have played. They would have played with anybody. So yeah, man, we're going to get into this, man. We got what's going on, man? We got Make a Play 707 going down Saturday in Fort Myers, bro. Y'all know any 707 teams? It's almost time. They need to get in. They're trying to get in. They need to get in now. Shout out to everybody signed up for CCI. If you do what we're doing, you follow what we're doing, I promise you make some money. Press conferences this morning. We got Corey Couch, Gilbert Frierson, Zion Nelson, and we got a wide receiver, man, Keyshawn Smith. Keyshawn Smith, they let him talk, so he must be about to be a part of things. You know what I'm saying? We could add him to the rotation. Who was on the Wolfpack team? Marvin, who all y'all had? Y'all had Tutu. Y'all had Sam Brooks. They had Nuke. Listen, it was loaded. They had Nuke. They had running back just went to Toledo, played for Jaquez Stewart. They had the other running back who was really, really good in youth football, but never really grew after that. They also had listen, man, the team was loaded. You know what I'm saying? It was loaded. I don't just talk out the side of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I don't just talk. There was a Pop Warner team, and it didn't matter. Yeah, they had Jaquez Stewart, played for Northwestern, ran back the punt in the playoffs, senior season. I don't just talk out the side of my mouth, man. They were loaded. And they were well coached. They were well coached. I think Rob them did a real good job with scheming and coaching, and they had played together forever. But they would have been undersized. But I don't think I don't think it would have made that big of a difference at that time, because even the weighted kids in Florida football were just becoming weighted, so that they were going through the transition. Okay, let's see. I think they run a little late. I think they run a little late this morning. So yeah, then we're gonna get into some of the top running backs in South Florida. We got a few, man. We got a few we're gonna get into. DeVar Wilson plays center. Yes, man. DeVar Wilson plays center. And got to high school and played everything. One of the top running backs in the nation. Now I'm gonna say the nation. We went to go see him yesterday. Mark Fletcher. Well, we were at American Heritage yesterday, bro. Mark Fletcher looks 6'1", 230. A massive, massive kid. He doesn't even look like a high school kid, bro. He doesn't even look like a high school kid. Then you got the kid Patterson out of Deerfield. You got Irvin and Gulliver. You got Deshaun Trowers. You got the kid at St. Thomas. It's a few running backs out here. You got Bullet Chaminade. He got next, definitely. But man, we took a tour of American Heritage yesterday. American Heritage, it was awesome, bro. We're gonna put that video together, man. We interviewed Pat Surtain, Jacoby Spells. All right, I think we about, man. Mark Fletcher is a animal, bro. I know Alabama is all down. Pat Surtain's back for Mark Fletcher. He just fits what they're trying to do. All right, so they about ready to go live. So like I said, we got Keyshawn Smith, Corey Couch, Gilbert Fyson, Zion. We're gonna go live. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button and share for me on Facebook, man. On Facebook, we got to show y'all how y'all can send. We partner with Facebook because we have so many followers that you guys can send like little coins. I'll show y'all how to do it. I'm not sure if Isaiah Bond coming. I'm gonna ask. I spoke with Jacoby Brown last night. I'm not sure if he's coming with him. So they should be going on here soon. But yeah, so until we get on here, we took a visit to American Heritage yesterday, man, and the rich just got richer. They got basketball courts. They got basketball courts on the ceiling, man. They got a new gym. They got a basketball court on the roof. We took like a drone picture of it. Awesome stuff, dog. I mean, great facility. They kicked enough. They've been kicking enough ass, though. They deserve it. Oh, Jacory told Gabby from Inside the U. He move down here permanently. I talked to him yesterday a little brief. We're trying to get him to come to the show. I mean, he's doing a lot. He's definitely doing a lot. He say trying to tackle Fletcher, you better bring your lunchbox. Man, listen, man. Mark Fletcher, that man looks like a grown man. Humble kid, too. Yeah, so some of the top running backs, you got Sayed Irvin, Davion Goss. Jay-Z out of Deerfield, Patterson, Mark Fletcher, the Beast, kid like he's 250 pounds. You know who else is a beast, man? Marvin Jones Jr. We talked to Marvin Jones yesterday. Good Lord. Oh, my. That's another big kid. Then you got the St. Thomas running back. You got Trowers. My little guy at Booger T. We're gonna take a look at some of them after these interviews. Okay, so you say why when you were interviewing Earl Little on your show, I was like, he has to realize that not every kid or everybody has the same resources his son and American Heritage has. Pertaining to what, Marvin? What you talking pertaining to what? I think he realized it because he grew up in Liberty City. So I know he could see both sides. But what were you saying? What did you hear him say? Okay, I think maybe I'll be ready to go. Yeah, so he grew up in Liberty City, so I'm sure he understands it. We even talked about that during the interview. I'm sure he gets it. Yeah, Dennis, we tried to get him. Trying to get him to come in. We're gonna try to see if we can get him on the show. Kid looks awesome, man. He could fix his mechanics a little bit, but I mean, I think that's a lot of dual threat quarterbacks coming out of high school come out with the mechanic issues. You say Ryan Bullard, Killian running back. Okay, here we go. We got Gilbert Frierson.
Alrighty. Guys, we're going to go right into questions for striker Gilbert Frierson. And we'll start
we got
with
equipment. We got pads on today.
Yeah, hey Gilbert. Thanks for taking the time. So, obviously, you had a very strong year last year at the striker position. Maybe Will and Middle seem to have some issues here and there. I was just curious, this year compared to last year, you got some younger guys.
Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear.
Last year who are now healthy and a year older. Can you just talk overall about all three linebacker spots? How much better do you think this entire linebacker corps can be this year compared to last year?
We all work as one, so we all is one when, it's not a Mike and it's Mike Will and striker, so we all connect as one. And we all got to be on the same page, and we all got to work together and move together. We got the young guys, they're working. We got a lot to improve on, they third practice out there, they're getting along with the program, getting used to how practice going. And it's a good thing, all the linebackers came back. Everybody's experienced, everybody's been out there in big games, so it should be a wide awakening.
Gilbert, we're going to go to David Barones of the Sun Sentinel. David?
All right, good.
Hey, two questions for you. One, what's the next step you want to take in your game? And also, I want to get an idea of what Coach Ish is like in practice.
My next step, just continue to learn, learn from the guys, learn from the younger guys to the older guys.
Let's reconnect to that, man. That's an ugly connection.
In the building, just to keep working and learning something new every day. And
let's reconnect to that.
With the program. And Coach Ish, that guy come with a lot of energy every day. Just want us to work, man. Kind of crazy, but this guy, he come, great energy, high energy, and comes to practice with pride and just wants everybody to get better no matter what.
Gilbert, we're going to go to David Lake at 24/7. David?
Hey, Gilbert. Wanted to, get your take on how the first practice was in shoulder pads today. How did that go? How was it different? And then also, too, just your first impressions on Chase Smith. How, what's the first impression he's made on you?
Practice was good. A lot of guys competition, competing all day, going at it, back and forth, good hitting, and guys just trying to get better and help each other out. And for Chase, I got tall, long, big striker, and he's coming along, learning the plays day by day, and asking a lot of questions. So he's coming along very good, and he's going to be a very good player with time.
Gilbert, we got a few more for you. We're going to go to Chris Stock at Inside the U. Chris?
Gilbert, I was curious specifically what areas of the defense you think can improve. What areas do you think that you guys can be better at this season?
All positions. We can always get better at every position. We got new DNs that's starting this year, and we got transfers. We got guys all around the field that's competing for a spot. So we can get better at every position every day. That's our goal, is just to get better, come in, and learn more.
We're going to go to Manny Navarro at The Athletic. Manny?
Hey, Gilbert, I wanted to ask you about the gains that you made in Coach Feely's program, maybe how your body changed from the end of last season to now, weight and body fat, all that kind of stuff, physically, how much better you are. And then also, you could play, or you've played, I guess, weak side before. Coach Diaz, I remember mentioned that during the season. Maybe it was Coach Baker, that at some point in one of the games you actually volunteered to play linebacker. I just wanted to ask you about that, and if, potentially, Coach Diaz had said guys are rotating. Maybe that's something you might do next year.
We haven't really thought about that. We're just working right now. Can't really speak on that. I wouldn't know much to say on that. But yeah, all the backers kind of meet together, so we all just learn it. We try to get everybody to learn everyone's position, because you never know where you'll end up. So, that's the bright side of it.
Okay, and then just the weight gain, I guess, if you could talk about that, the off-season training, how you improved.
My weight, I'm just really focused on maintaining weight. I'm at 210 right now, just focused on maintaining weight and keeping my body fat where it's at, and then really just keep getting my numbers up in the weight room.
Thanks.
Last one for you, GB. We got David Wilson from the Miami Herald.
David Wilson.
Hey, Gil. When we talked to Mike Harley the other day, he was talking about how when De'Eric decided to come back, it kind of, I think, lit the match for everyone else coming back. You were a guy who always seemed like you were coming back, but I think you're a guy who probably cares about Miami football as much as anyone. Can you just kind of take me through what that week was like for you, just kind of seeing everyone, or those couple of weeks, with De'Eric coming back and then everyone else coming back, just what was kind of going through your head?
I kind of already had an idea they was coming back.
The weight question.
The guys was talking throughout the time, and when they came back, it was a great impact to the team. Those are great leaders, from Mike Harley, King to Zach McLeod. All those guys are great leaders and great guys in the program that's always working and always getting guys better that's next to them, and everyone that's around them, just always positive and bringing great energy to the team. So, that's a great blessing to have those older guys back for their 5th year and 6th year. So it's a good thing. That's not often. So you just got to take full advantage of getting those older guys, getting around them, seeing what they like to do, how they operate and stuff like that.
And then De'Eric, he's obviously one of the biggest leaders you guys have, but he's not practicing this spring. Just what's it kind of like for you guys with him? Is he still around a lot? What's his
leadership? In practice, every time you see him, he's helping a younger guy, helping the quarterbacks, calling signals. You're going to see him throughout the whole practice, with Nessa coach. Just trying to always, every time a young guy run off the field, every time a quarterback come off the field, you see him going to the quarterback, helping him with adjustments, helping him recognize some defense. You'll catch him here and there, watching film with them guys. So that's a great blessing to have him in that room with those guys, those young guys, and they see his work ethic and how he is.
Thanks, Gilbert. GB, thanks for spending a few minutes with us today. We'll be talking to you soon.
That was Gilbert saying De'Aaron King helping everybody.
Corey, what's going on, man? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. All right, guys, we have questions for Corey. Please use the hand raise function if you've got one. And Corey, we're going to start with Chris Stott from Inside the U. Chris?
Hey, Corey, I was curious about interceptions, a number that I'm sure defensive backs would all like to improve on. Is that a point of emphasis for the group, for you personally? What's kind of being done to improve those numbers from a year ago?
Yeah, interceptions are big, not even for the room. They're big for our room, but mostly for defense or the team in general, because turnover wins games. So we get turnovers, we win games. And what we're doing to improve is just getting turnovers in practice. That's where it starts at on Green Tree.
DC, we're going to go to Matt Shodell at Cade Sport. Matt?
Hey, Corey. I want to get your just initial thoughts on Tyreek Stevenson and what he brings to the table for you guys, and maybe how it helps you also having maybe a bigger physical guy like that in the room.
Tyreek is a very smart defensive back. What he brings to the table, land speed, strategy. He lines up already having.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you a question for Couch.
Guy in the room just helps you out because he makes you understand you got to have a plan when you line up on against different type of receivers. So that's just what he brings to the table.
We're going to go to Barry Jackson at the Miami Herald. Barry?
Hi, Corey. I wondered if you had yet gone up against Charleston Rambo in practice, your early observations of him, and then was going to ask one of the freshman receivers from last year, Michael Redding, what does he do well from the time you spent going up against him on the practice field?
I haven't really gone up against Rambo much But from what I've seen, he's really good with using his hands at the line of scrimmage, stacking DBs, using his hands at the line of scrimmage. That's pretty much all I've seen. And from Mike Redden, he's just a big physical receiver, Once he got you, he got
Good
you.
question,
He's good with his
Delano.
technique at the line of scrimmage, dipping his shoulders and using his hands.
Thank you.
We got David Furones from the Sun Sentinel. David?
Hey, TCO. Want to get an idea on the progress for Isaiah Dunson and Marcus Clark.
Well, those guys, they're really stepping up. I wouldn't say it was a struggle for them last season, but they just was catching up to college football. But now they're like in the rhythm. They know the defense, so they know what to expect. They know what to do. So they just been making plays. And Isaiah, he physical. Marcus got ball skills. Isaiah the physical one. Marcus the ball hawk. Isaiah the physical.
All right, TC, I got two more for you. We're going to go to Manny Navarro at The Athletic. Manny?
Hey, Corey, curious how much your body's changed from the offseason program.
T-Rob and
with Coach
DVD.
Feely getting those 7 weeks to work out. I know you were trying to put on weight when you first got to Miami. Just where you are with that progress. And then just Keyshawn Smith, he's a guy coaches praised quite a bit at the receiver position. Why is he maybe a tough guy to cover?
The offseason workout, they went pretty well for me. There's still more progress to be made. And Keyshawn, that's his straight line speed is like crazy. And he's good at the line with really dipping his shoulders and stacking you immediately. So that's like what makes him the hardest to cover because he know how to get around you and stack you so you can't even really make a play on the ball.
Thank you. All right, I lied to TC. We got two more now. We're going to go to Daryl Streeter, Footballville. Daryl?
Oh, yeah, Corey, how you doing? Just talking to me about DVD. DVD out there. How's he out there on the field? His first time on the field, coach.
DVD is a really enthusiastic guy. He brings high energy. He wants everybody to be going 24/7. Nobody's walking on the field. He's just a high energy guy. Like as far as coaching, he's like getting the hang of like making sure everybody's technique is right and the film room right. Everybody making sure we understand what we got to do each play.
TC, last one for you. Susan Miller-Degnan from the Miami Herald. Susan?
Hi to Corey.
Kind of from a video kind of froze up, man. They could hear me or not.
I don't know how much you've gone against them now or you're just with your position, but how are they looking? Just first impressions, each one. Jake and Tyler.
I mean, I can't even never really tell the difference because I be so focused on the wide receiver, I can never really tell the difference who's throwing the ball.
That's it, huh?
Yeah. but I'm not gonna lie, like, because Tyler's been here the longest, so I've like really seen him. Like he really has like a good touch on the ball. Like when he's throwing it, yeah, he throws a really good ball.
That boy say it don't matter who throw the ball.
He fits in that tight spaces. Like.
Thanks.
Perfect. TC, thanks for spending a few minutes with us today. We'll be talking to you soon.
No problem.
That boy say he ain't paying attention to who throwing the ball. I've heard them say that before, though. That's not the first time I've heard them say that. Like, I'm just out here getting reps, man. I don't know who. What did he say? He said Keyshawn Smith, straight line speed is crazy. He said something like that, right? Keyshawn's about to come up here and talk for the first time. Y'all got a question for Keyshawn? Y'all boys wild, man.
Keyshawn, what's going on, my man? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
All righty. Guys, we have wide receiver Keyshawn Smith. Please use the hand raise function and use it early if you've got a question for Keyshawn. And we're going to start with David Furones from the Sun Sentinel. David?
Hey, Key, want to know, and many of you has mentioned you as one of the guys standing out early. Want to know what areas of your game you have made your biggest strides in, and then also if you could give us like a updated height and weight, and maybe the last time you ran your 40, what it was.
My height and weight, I'm 6'1", 183, 184, around there. And plays like I've been impacted on is like deep balls. I say I'm a deep ball threat. I love to outrun people. I'm pretty fast, so like deep ball is my thing ever since high school. And my 40 time, I don't know. I don't know.
I thought they just ran the 40.
Key, we're going to go to David Lake at Inside the U. David?
Hey, Keyshawn, I guess maybe you don't know 40 time, but do you know like what the GPS has tracked you at in terms of miles per hour?
I ran my fastest miles per hour I ran so far was 21, 20,
okay.
21, 22. Yeah.
What do you feel like is the biggest thing you need to show the coaches this spring or this offseason in general in order to earn more playing time this year?
My strength. My strength. I need to get more stronger. I've gotten stronger, but
was he hurt last year, or he just didn't get in? Was he injured, or he just didn't play? I can't remember.
We're going to go to Manny Navarro at The Athletic. Manny?
Hey, Keyshawn, just wanted to ask you about playing in this offense. You mentioned being a deep threat, but in terms of just besides being that, other things that you're trying to get better at with maybe interior routes and being more than just a deep guy.
He was healthy?
I've been working on my short routes as well, too. My releases got better since last year, since I've been here. And that was the first thing I was working on. And now it's my short routes, my short route running, and more of my hand movements from my releases.
Is there an NFL receiver you study at all? A guy that you maybe look at and say similarities?
I love watching Julio Jones and Stephon Diggs. Because Stephon Diggs, he has the routes, and Julio is he's going to attack the ball and go up and get it. He's relentless.
Thank you.
Got a couple more for you, Key. We're going to go to Chris Stockton inside to you. Chris?
Hey, Keyshawn, I know you just touched on it with your route running, but can you explain maybe a little bit more your development, how much you've already improved, and what are some keys with your route running so you're not just that deep threat downfield nine-route guy?
Yeah, Kobe.
Can you repeat that, please? I'm sorry.
Just your route running ability. What things have you really improved on since you've been here so you're not just a downfield, fly route type guy?
Okay.
Did he just tell us that? He just told us that.
The top of my routes, staying low. Coach Likens is always on us on that during pat and goes. So staying low and not giving our route up at the top of the route is what I've improved on too as well.
We're going to go to Susan Miller-Degnan at the Miami Herald. Susan?
Hi, Keyshawn. I'm wondering about Jake Garcia because he's the new guy, and also, of course, Tyler. But Jake, especially, what have you seen from him? What's his style? How's he look?
That's a question y'all want to hear from Susan.
Jake is my guy. I speak to him all the time. He's cool. We're both from the West Coast, so we get along with each other. He's a nice dude. He has an arm. He could read. He's someone to look at in the future.
Okay, thank you.
Last one for you, Key. We're going to go back to David Furones at the Sun Sentinel. David?
Hey, Key, one more for you. Do you sense that all the wide receivers from your class, the four of you, are really taking next step in that competition this spring has really been ramped up another notch?
Yeah. Nothing is easy. Nothing's handed to us, too. Every day, Coach Likens is telling us, we got to fight for the position. Nobody's starting right now, and everything is up for grabs right now. And the competition on a daily basis, it gets harder and harder every day. And that's what I love about being at the U. The competition is ridiculous. It makes you better as the days go on.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for spending a few minutes with us today, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Oh, good mannerable kid. Good mannerable kid. See, Susan gave y'all a question y'all wanted to hear. Y'all want to hear about Jake Garcia. Y'all always want to hear about Jake Garcia. There you go, Susan. That's how you get at him, Susan. Y'all just got in here, man. We doing it like we only do it. Hey, Chris Young, man, we got you up here with your wife, man. Chris Young, look at that, man. You look happy too, man. She must be cooked and she must be doing a lot for you, dog. You look at that. Chris, you look happy, dog. You know what I'm saying? You get me one of those. Got me smiling like that.
Zion, what's going on, my man? Can you hear us?
Big Zion.
Alrighty.
What y'all want to ask
We're going to
Zion?
go right into questions for some of our media members on the call, and we're going to start with Matt Shodell from Canesport. Matt?
Yeah, hey, Zion. So I don't know if I added this up right. I think you have like 8 guys on the line who have started games either in the past or last season. So, can you sort of just talk about maybe the competition for reps? I know obviously you did very well last year. You probably don't have anything to worry about. But across the line, how much competition is there? And then how much better, in turn, can that make you guys from last year to this coming season?
There's a lot of competition. Just about everybody's started a game or played in the game, gotten experience. It just makes everyone better. So I say, it's good, really good for us.
We're going to go to Susan Miller-Degnan at the Miami Herald. Susan?
Hey, Zion, how are you?
Good.
Good. Last year, you allowed 30 sacks, but 2 years ago, you allowed 51 sacks. It was much improved, but still it was near the bottom nationally, and you did improve in, obviously, total offense a lot. What specifically did you guys as a unit need to improve in that area as far as sacks allowed? And the other thing I wanted to ask was how the defensive ends now going against them, how is it? They're all younger and newer, and you have DeAndre Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like for the most part, the biggest thing was for us to all to be together and all be on one page. I feel like 2 years ago we weren't really there yet, but we've gotten closer. But I feel like we'll be better at that.
And then the defensive ends part, there's no Jalen Phillips and Quincy Roche. What's DeAndre Johnson like? Jabari Harvey must seem a lot different now.
They play differently, but they're still very good. We got Jafari. He's very quick, very fast off the edge. I haven't really been against DeAndre yet, to be honest. But, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Don, we got a few more for you. We're going to go to David Lake at Inside the U. David?
Hey, Zion. I was just curious, who have you mainly been lining up next to most? Who's been the guard playing next to you the most so far in spring?
So far, it's been pretty even. I've had Jalen Rivers, and I've also had Jacoby next to me. So, like we said before, the competition this year is really high. So we're really switching on and stuff like that.
What have you seen about Jalen? That's had him taking that step forward here after his first year last year.
For the most part, he just comes in every day, just works hard, just like everybody else, and yeah.
We got two more for you, Zion. We're going to go to David Ferones at the Sun Sentinel. David?
Hey, Zion, wanted to get an idea of your weight room gains this offseason, your updated weight, and then also if you could fill us in on any, max bench or, any other kind of weight room milestones, and also just what's the next step you want to take in your game on the field?
Could you repeat that one more time?
The last part was, what's the next step you want to take in your game?
Okay. As far as the weight room, for me, the last bench I did, about 375. I feel like I could have kept on going, but there's time constraints in the weight room. You can't always keep going and all that good stuff. I'd say that's probably about my biggest game as far as strength. I'm up to 315 in weight now, down to about 16% body fat. So that's I'm really happy to see that. As far as on the field, I'd say I become more dominant on the field. I'd say I'm good, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be right now.
Last one for you, Zion. We're going to go to Manny Navarro at The Athletic. Manny?
Hey, Zion, you've made pretty much an incredible journey. You think about when you got to Miami weighing 244 pounds to what you're at now at 315, and as you mentioned, so much stronger. But I'm curious about just your confidence level, the way that's changed maybe since your freshman year, kind of being thrown out there to the Wolves your first year. And then now you're a guy that's really dependable. And some people we were talking about you as a first-round pick. Just where's your confidence level at, and what do you think's led to it maybe rising?
For the most part, my confidence probably coming from the preparation. Freshman year, I didn't really know how exactly, how to work around the whole college thing. Just kind of keep up with school, the weight, and all that good stuff, the weight room. Now, I got everything on track. Well, I don't have everything on track, but I try to for the most part. And I just feel like preparation and all that good stuff that our coaches put us through, it just really helps.
Coach Justice, what ways maybe did he help you grow as a player last year?
Well, last year I feel like we started off with the little things. There are a lot of smaller things that we need to fix before we could move on to the next step.
Okay. Awesome. Zion, thanks for spending a few minutes with us today, and we'll be talking to you soon.
All right, thank you.
I think that's it.
Alrighty, y'all, that's the end of today's media session. Just a reminder, right about now, we're starting a baseball media session ahead of this weekend series against Florida State. So make sure you hop on. There's a separate link for that in your inboxes. Thanks, everyone.
Recording.
Y'all want to get off of baseball? Yeah, I want to get off of baseball. Y'all ain't trying to do nothing with baseball. He say Susan on the road. Yeah, you like Susan's second question too? He say Susan was on the road. Say Susan on the road. No, bitch, y'all don't want to go to baseball media, bro? Dang. So, yeah, bro, Keyshawn Smith get to talk. So, obviously, Keyshawn Smith admits that he had a lot to work on. So, there y'all go. There y'all go. So everybody got some questions about Keyshawn Smith, yada, 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 and all the backup guys. He admits he has some stuff to work on. What else we got out of that? Zion, very stoic kid. To Corey Couch, always fired up. Gilbert Files, he said, De'Aaron King helping everybody. Ask him who's more mobile, Jake Garcia, TVD. I didn't even see that question, bro. That would have been a good question. That would have been a decent question to ask him. Okay, let's see. Let's look at some of the top running backs in South Florida, bro. Let's look at some of the top running backs in South Florida. While I'm pulling this up, man, listen, if y'all want to get involved with the stock market, you have never heard me, the number is down there at the bottom. We created a system where you can get started. Got somebody started this morning. You can get started like that, trading, and you won't have to learn the market because all we do is show you exactly what we're doing, what we're investing in, and you can just copy what we're doing. We're not financial advisors. We just show you what we're doing and what we're having success with and allow you to just copy what we're doing to the T. So if you want to get involved, 786-405-9499. If you got money just sitting in the bank, listen, bro, 30%, 4% a year, whatever they're giving up. I'm almost sure we have something, a play we put out, man, that's up 30% this morning. But a bank gives you 4%, 3%. And any year you put it in your savings account, you get 3% on your money. Man, I think that was for rich people, man. That's for people who got millions in their account. For people who are trying to get it, man, you need to move and shake. And like I said, there's stocks. We got stocks that we put out that's up 15% this morning, 7% this morning. That's just this morning. One is up 20% this morning, just this morning. So it's a big deal, bro. If y'all want to get involved in the stock market, we got a whole system recreated for you. You just got to invest in yourself, man, and do something different. Let's see. We'll see if we can get Mark. Let's see. We're going to look at some of the top running backs in South Florida. Like I said, I went to American Heritage yesterday and got to talk with a few kids, but one of them was big boy Mark Fletcher. Mark Fletcher, 6'1", 230. He may be 6'2", 230 by now, bro. It's actually ridiculous how big this kid is. Let's see if you got an update. Hold on, we can watch. Yeah, I can't lie, bro. His kid is ridiculous. He's a big back. He's not this not shifty, not any of that stuff. He's downhill. He's coming. But this is the crazy part about Mark Fletcher. It's not just that he's a big kid. You think, okay, he's a big kid. They just put him at running back, yada, yada, yada. And that's not it. The way you see him run, when he was a little kid playing for Plantation, he ran the same way. Just downhill. Straightforward. He ran the same way. And he was a skinny kid. He always had some size on him. He wasn't big like this. He's always been a running back. I heard they clocked him at a 4.5 the other day. He's 230, 6'1", 6'2", 230. Want to know something else crazy about Mark Fletcher? He's 2023. My God, did y'all see that? What just happened? And for everybody who think they're not playing against anybody, listen, man. I'm sure this is the team that they play against Tampa Jesuit to go to state every year. This is St. Thomas. This is St. Thomas right here. Dennis Lopez, you say the bank a bunch of criminals. I know, man. They take your money and invest your money. Yeah, they said they clocked him at a 4.5, bro. Man. That's a big, impressive kid, dog. So we're taking a look at some of the top running backs. In South Florida. And that's Mark Fletcher, 2023, 230 pounds. Reminds you of Le'Veon Bell at the exact age. Really, that's what Le'Veon Bell looked like? Yeah, Richard Young from Lehigh is another one. Derrick Henry 2.0. Yeah, man, I'm sure Alabama's salivating over this kid. I'm sure they are. That's right down there. That's right down their alley. But as good as he may be the best running back in the nation by the time he's a senior. So everybody will be salivating over him. So here we go. We got Bullet out of Miami Gardens Ravens. Davion Galls, Summer Madonna, 2024 kid. This is not necessarily his highlight. I'll pull up his highlight. This is him in one game. I think as a freshman, I think he had a real big game this season. This is like all his carries. Let's see. We're gonna pull up his huddle though. Yeah, I think he had 140 yards in this game. This is the game. We got a wide receiver that came from this team. Committed to the University of Miami. Man, name escaping me right now. Let's see if you have the huddle. The huddle isn't coming up. Let's see if you have a huddle. Look. Okay, let's see. We'll pull this up. Let's see. I think this is him in the 7th grade. As a freshman, man, he took on a lot of load behind, because the kid that we just picked up was kind of hurt. So Davion had to step up as a freshman, man, and take a huge load. In some games, man, he was like in the Wildcat as a freshman this year. So that's Davion Galls, 2024 kid, a.k.a. Bullet. I know you've heard the name Bullet before. The next we're going to take a look at is Jazion Patterson, 2022 kid, 5'10", maybe 5'10", maybe 200 pounds by now, out of Deerfield. Yeah, Jayzion's a big kid. been getting some run at Deerfield since he was a freshman. He's another big kid, not as big as Fletcher, but big kid, broad shoulders, runs downhill out of Deerfield, man. So you know he fast. Everybody comes out of Deerfield fast. Everybody. Yes, sir. New district alignment. It will be American Heritage versus Miami Central. I think Northwestern switched. Miami, I saw Miami Central District, man. Oh my, man. They got Springs, North Miami Beach, and like Highland Miami Lakes in their district. If you're just getting in here, man, we're looking at some of the top South Florida ballers, running backs in South Florida. This is Jazion Patterson out of Deerfield Beach, like maybe 5'11", 195, 200 pounds, 2022 kid. You got offers from Alabama, Arkansas, Florida State, Florida. Don't ask me why he doesn't have a Miami offer. I don't know. Don't ask me. I can't answer that. The next we're going to take a look at is Gulliver Pep running back, Cedric Irvin. .5'10", maybe 190, 2023 kid. Son of great running back Cedric Irvin. I think he played for Michigan State. I think he played for Nick Saban at Michigan State. Played for Miami South Ridge. He ended up going to Miami High. Dad was a big kid. Dad came out of high school when I came out of high school. Cedric is not as big as his dad. He's a stout kid, but he's actually young. He's 2020. Yeah, he's 2023. He got some time. He got him 100% Michigan State. That's crazy. They got him 100% Michigan State. He said Bama doesn't want him. He said Bama don't want him. So yeah, that's Cedric Irvin Jr. Here's Lehigh running back. We're gonna take a look at Lehigh running back Richard Young, 6 foot, 190 pounds, 2023 kid. Richard Young is a track star, but he's a big kid. He came down here for one of these big camps, and they did the fastest man, and he beat Brandon Inniss. He beat Brandon Inniss in a one-on-one. I got video of that somewhere on YouTube. Yeah, he beat Brandon Inniss in a one-on-one, but he's a track. Richard Young is a track kid. I think he's still learning how to play running back, but he has something you can't teach. He's he's built like a man, and he has speed. He's out of Fort Myers, Lehigh. What impressed me about them, I went to go see Lehigh play last year. They had such a talented team, bro. They had like 5, 6 D1 kids on their team. This guy just pulled away from him. If you just got in here, man, we're looking at Richard Young out of Lehigh, 2023 kid, maybe 5'10", 190 pounds. Look like he's going to, by the time he leaves high school, he's going to be 200, 205 pounds. Big kid, but he runs track. Oh, somebody got him from behind, but he runs track, so that may keep his weight down. He say, bro, man, he should just let you bring him tapes of the kids and let them go from there. Many of them got their own system, man. I'm sure somehow they watch what we do and hear what we say because we're credentialed with the team. I mean, but they got their own system. I need to reach out to somebody. I got a few people I can reach out to and say, hey, man, look at this kid. The Miami Hurricanes are definitely aware of Richard Young, though. He was in their building 2 years ago at a 7-on-7 tournament. They know exactly who he is. You say, remember Santana interview? We all remember Santana interview. I saw Santana yesterday at American Heritage. Guillermo, you need to talk in person, man. Listen, man. You want to talk about CCI, bro? Send me a text, 706-405-9499. After every show, I get on. I got a little bit of time, and I can get on the phone with you. But it's self-explanatory because what you're doing is you're just copying what we're doing, and you stick with it. You'll learn what's going on, but you got to stick with it though. You got to stick with it, and you got to understand that it's something different that you're learning. You went 30 years through life, 40 years through life doing things one way, and now it's time to do things different. Yeah, left the zoo, shake my head. Yeah, you can give me a call, 786-405-9499, or send me a text. I'll put you up to speed, bro. On what's going on with it. But it's simple. The way we made it simple. You just copy what we're doing. So yeah, you just jumped in here, man. We are watching some of the top South Florida running backs, and this one is actually from Fort Myers, and his name is Richard Young. Take a look at one. Take a look at one more. Let's see. Patterson, we got Irving, we got Gauls. Let's see. Let's take a look at one more. Here we go. We got Deshaun Trowers out of Hialeah. 2022 kid, 5'10", 190. I think that's versus, I think that's Springs they're playing against. That's a crazy play, right? What is going on? That was a crazy play. If you just got in, man, we're watching Deshaun Trowers. Marvin, that's a good Marvin. Listen, good question, bro. Listen, Marvin, I don't know why you asking me this, but you coming from Northwestern, you know what I'm saying, and you know what's going on out here. The question is, how much do you think goes into, and y'all, how much do you think goes into recruiting, that we be like, why this kid didn't go to UM, or why this kid didn't get recruited by UM, when it's bigger than that? Kids have handlers or want to go out of Miami. No, I talk about this all the time. And it's numerous different things. It's numerous different things. You heard Tyreek Stevenson say his mom wanted him to leave. I always go back to Duke Johnson. Duke Johnson was not leaving Miami, so he was going to Miami. Some kids got to get away from gang life. They got to get out of town. Some kids just, like sort of the Amari Cooper story. I heard Alabama reached out to him first to give him the first chance. Some kids just stick with their first chance. Like Sammy Watkins, I heard the same thing. Clemson was on him from day one, and he stuck with the team that was on him from day one. It's a lot of things that go into recruiting, bro. It's a lot that go into recruiting. I followed Ja'Cory Brooks' recruitment really, really well, really, really close, right? And with Ja'Cory Brooks, Miami, when Lashley came in, Miami had a chance. Miami had a chance when Lashley came in. Ja'Cory Brooks had to follow the narrative. Alabama comes down here, get the best wide receiver, brings him to Alabama. He goes to the NFL first round. But Florida made an impression on Ja'Cory Brooks, and they felt that they could trust the guy that was recruiting him. It's so many different things that go into recruiting. It's not just one thing. You know what I'm saying? It's according on what you're looking for. Some parents or kids might be looking for money. I mean, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? That's on them. That's what they're looking for. I don't knock none of it. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's all business. I don't knock any of it. But at the same time, some parents are afraid to take money. I've seen parents that was like, no, we don't want nothing. Y'all not finna come back and get us in the end. It's never black and white, cut and dry. That's not how it is. You understand? It's not black and white, cut and dry. That's not what it is. It's a lot of different things that go into it. And you'll be a fool to think that, oh, they had the biggest bag. That's why they got this guy. That's why they got that guy. It's not always that, bro. But it's a lot of things that go on when you see kids commit to schools, and you're like, why would he commit to that? Why would he commit there? I mean, sometimes you can pick it out, sometimes you can't. You say T2 told UM on signing day that he was coming to UM and stood them up on signing day. True story. Well, I know they didn't know. I know for a fact that they was in limbo, like it wasn't sure. Like it was down to the it was down to the wire. And they was like they weren't sure. They didn't know where he was going. But it happens though. It happens. When you say stood them up, that's a strong word. It's like these decisions get made in real time, bro. Like I always tell the Tracy Howard story. When Tracy Howard mom tells me, D, look, nobody knew where Tracy Howard was going because I didn't know where Tracy Howard was going. And I believed her. You know what I'm saying? Shay Howard told me that. I believed her. These decisions, sometimes they get made at real time. And sometimes it makes us, the information giver, look bad. But I try to tell y'all, these decisions, recruiting is fluid. It ebbs and flows. It ebbs and flows. Listen, man, coaches making calls on signing day. Coaches are making calls on signing day, man. Hey, listen, man, your coach you're recruiting to ain't going to be there. Saying all type of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? So back to your question, bro. Yes, there's a lot that go into recruiting. It's a lot that goes into that stuff, and And it's not all cut and dry. It's not all why you ain't stay home, put on for the crib. It's not, man. It can get complicated. It really can. Big Kane, what's going on? If what Marvin is saying is true about T2, if T2 into the portal and want to come back home, Miami them are really selective on the players that they take back home, and you've seen it. They hold grudges in some way, and they sometimes they feel if you shun them going up, they won't take you back. Is Miami the final answer for? No, it's not the final answer. You know what I'm saying? But they do hold grudges. They really do. They really do. Yeah, they really hold grudges. They really do. But yeah, man, that was a good question, bro. Funny you asked that, though. No, it's not always the university fault. It's not always university fault. In some situations, it is. Like you go watch the Chad Wilson interview. Why didn't Miami offer Quincy Wilson after he had 50 offers? It makes no sense. So sometimes it is. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. Yeah, he would have to be real good and proven before they take him, because the way they look at it is like this. This is how they look at it like this. The way they look at it is like this. Once you go to a college, right now, we're no longer looking at you as a high school kid. It's sort of like we're looking at you like, what did you do in college? Did you get on the field up there? Were you doing good? You know what I mean? They sort of look at you like that. You understand? They're now evaluating you as a college player, no longer a high school player. And I think sometimes the fans still have the high school memories in their head. But listen, man, that's the show for today, bro. We're gonna get up out of here. I saw James Williams yesterday. Kid has slimmed down. I don't know. He slimmed down, and I talked to Pat. Pat says he's running really fast. Maybe thinking about changing positions. Listen, we'll see. Let's sit back and see. But he has slimmed down, and Pat says he's blazing. But on that note, bro, we're gonna get up out of here. Dennis, I appreciate you all, bro. Listen, man, I appreciate all y'all, man, sitting in here with me, man. We're going to keep growing this thing. We're going to keep growing the community. And I'm going to keep trying to help y'all, bro. I'm going to keep trying to help y'all until I get all y'all in CCI and we all making money together. All right, man. Peace. I'm out.